Hi there, welcome to Lynn's Whims. I'm Lynn. I've been wanting to have a YouTube channel for quite a while now. And I've been a bit nervous, to be honest, about it. So I decided just to do it. And I was going to do just what I sold today in the last 24 hours, that kind of thing. So I won't take too long. But I'll just kind of go over what I sold, where I sold it, how much I paid for it, how much I made, basically, minus the fees. Go over a little bit about why I post, where I post, and how I do that. So the first thing that I'll talk about is a little bit more than 24 hours ago that I sold it. But it is these gorgeous Kimberley mugs. These are Fire King. Probably can't see that, it's probably glary. But they are Kimberley mugs, and they have this beautiful diamond textured pattern. Now, I found these in the local thrift store. We walked in, me and my significant other, and there were probably about 16, 17 Kimberley mugs in there. There were various colors. There were 6 of these green, 2 blue, 4 orange, 2 olive green, and 2 brown. So does that come out 2? So it's 10, 11, 12, 13, so you get 16 of these mugs. So I put all the green ones together, and recently I had them listed for $55. I took a offer of $44, and that's with free shipping. The shipping charge was $11. The fees on the $44 was $4.40, because Mercari charges a flat 10% fee. So that then brings me down at cost $15.40 out of my $44. So doing the math, that's $18 and 60 cents. So that comes out to, for 6 mugs, roughly, sorry, it's not $18.60, is it? Maybe it is, but it comes out roughly to about $3 to $4 per mug, something along those lines. I paid 25 cents per mug, so it's a reasonable profit on that. I did sell the blue ones, sold them for $23 free shipping. It came out to a little over $9, so almost $5 per mug for the blue ones. They're a little more rare, they're a little more sought after. So that's what I made on these with Mercari. I also sell on Poshmark, and I like to do bundles on Poshmark, and a lot of people like to do that. Excuse my photo bomber. It's my guy Jonathan. He's the one that saw the Kimberley mugs and went after them.
Who are you talking to, Lynn?
Go away. I'm serious about this.
Who's in there? You're weird.
Anyway. So I also do sell on Poshmark. Poshmark's a little slower, like I said about the bundling. They like that because the shipping is so expensive. Shipping is like over $7, I believe, no matter what the size of the item. So it's like up to 7 pounds, I think. So, which is good, in the sense that you don't have to fiddle with the shipping, because it's a flat shipping charge that everyone pays. And you don't have to figure out how much your item weighs or anything like that, like you do on Mercari or eBay. So that's the fun thing about Poshmark. The bad thing about Poshmark is that the fees are high. So for an item that is $15 or less, it is $2.95 per item. And anything over that, I think it's something like 15%, something like that, 13 to 15%, over $15 that they'll take out. So that's something to keep in mind when listing on Poshmark. You want to build the fees into your price, so you get, in the end, what you want. Also, people like it when you make them an offer, or they like to make you an offer, so you want to build that into your price too, a little cushion, a little wiggle room. That's what I usually do. So on Poshmark, I did sell a bundle. I sold, it was an offer on the bundle of 4 items, $35, which the fee I believe was about $7.50. So I made $28 for 4 items. I sold these. They're little dichroic glass, pierced dangle earrings. They were included in that lot. They're kind of green, although you can't probably see that. So I sold that was part of the lot. I bought those, a long time ago for I think 50 cents at a yard sale. So that's a decent, markup. This, I don't know if you can see it. It's in the plastic. Was also included. It is a locket. It has this really cool glass face. I bought just the pendant for $1 at a flea market, and I added the chain, which I buy chains in lots because you never know when you need a chain. It upscales. It's really difficult to sell just a pendant. You really need the chain with it. So I buy lots of chains I usually get them on eBay. They're relatively inexpensive, so maybe 50 cents for the chain. So maybe $1.50 invested. So now we're up to a total of about $2 invested in the lot so far. And the next thing I sold that was included in the lot are these gorgeous little, it's really hard to hold 2 of them at a time. I don't know if you can see that. Try to keep it from glaring. And these are shell, and they are screwback. They are not marked, which to me was very, very surprising. I picked these up at a thrift store for 50 cents. They were in a dish with a bunch of other clip-on and screwback earrings. And everything else in thrift stores were really expensive, and I was surprised that these were only 50 cents. And along with, I bought a bunch of other in there that, whatever I could find that wasn't damaged. So that was included in the lot. So what we were up to $1.50 before, no, $2 before, so we're up to $2.50. Remember, I'm making $28 on this lot. And then this gorgeous, and this is called guilloche. This type of enameling, let me see, it's kind of crackly on the edges, which is meant to look that way. It's meant to look kind of old and crackly, the enameling. And it's almost always these roses, this type of painting. And I'll show you the back of them. They're very nice. They're very nice. So this set came in a large lot that I purchased maybe a year and a half ago. I'd made my money back on other pieces, and this was kind of sitting around. So if you want to average out what I paid for the lot, it was like $40. You want to average out, maybe there were 50 pieces in there that were wearable. So less than $1, maybe 75 cents $1. But the whole lot's already been paid for. So it's pure profit, basically. So I'm just going to count it as pure profit. You can look at that however you want to. But that's usually what I do. When I make the money back on the lot from what I've sold, I consider everything else as pure profit in the lot, even though that's not necessarily how it work out. Okay, so we could say, so $2.50, we could say $3 1/4, basically is what's invested. So I'm making about $25 in profit on those sales. And the last sale in Poshmark, is really weird. I sold two things. I've had 2 sales. One was the bundle of 4 items, and then there was this one. I don't usually in a week get even a single sale sometimes on Poshmark. So, and I do cross-pollinate. I do try to be active in it. It's one of those things that you have to be active in Poshmark, but I don't always have the time. So I try to list at least a few things every week in it. I try to share. I try to send offers to people. I try to like things. Doesn't always work out that way, but apparently this week I'm making a few sales. So I also sold this little person. Actually, 2 people. This is Woman Pins by Lucinda. These are like a plastic kind of pin. I'll show you. It's going to show up opposite of what it actually is. But as you can see. And there are these little figures in like this plastic underneath this kind of thing, and it's like an artsy Really cool little thing. Now, I didn't know anything about these when I saw this pin. I just looked at it and I said, that could be something. I think I paid $0.25 for it, maybe 50 cents. I don't even think 50 cents. And so, yeah, I sold that. It was $9. It was an offer that was made to me. I had it listed for $12. They made me an offer of $9. $3 off of that is the fee. So I made $6 on my 25-cent investment. Pretty cool. I love it when that happens. So yes, that is what I sold, all of it so far for the last 24 hours. And you know, what I do, like I said, is I try to keep active. Usually on the weekends, I'll do like a big post of items. And I can do, if anyone's interested, a preview of what I'll be posting for the weekend. And then over the course of the week, I will take some of the things that I posted on Mercari. I'll post them on Poshmark, or I'll post them on eBay, or I'll take some of the old listings that I have on Poshmark and also cross-pollinate them over to Mercari to kind of just keep everything active and keep people looking at my stuff, because that's what you want in the end of the day, is people looking and seeing what you have. So if you're interested in seeing anything like that, like a preview of what I will be posting for the next weekend, let me know. I'll see if I can make one of those. And then I can do the daily updates on what I've sold. All right. Thank you. I hope you have a great day, and thank you for joining me here today at Lynn's Whims. Bye. Have a good night.